Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we would like to write a program that calculates the diagonal of a rectangle given its width and height. Here, because we want to do some mathematical operations, we are importing the math library to use its function. For example, one of the functions that we want to use is the sqrt. So this is why we type down the keyword import and then the math keyword, which means that we are going to use the math library and we are going to import the math library. Then we are going to show this message to the user, enter the width of the rectangle using the input function. And because whatever that we get from the user using the input function, it is by default in Python treated as a string, we need to convert it to a float. And because we want to convert it to a float, we are going to use the float function. And this is the float function. So we are using the float function. So everything that is inside these parentheses is going to be converted to the float. So therefore, I type down the input function inside the float function, and inside the input function parentheses, I say enter the width, for example, and the user is going to enter a number. That number is stored firstly in a string data type, and then it is going to be converted to a float, and the output is going to be assigned to the width variable. The same reasoning happens for the height variable. We are going to show this message to the user saying that, okay, enter the height of the rectangle, whatever the user is going to enter. Firstly, it is stored in a string data type. Then we are going to convert it to a float, and then it is assigned to the height of the rectangle. Okay. Then we are having this variable diagonal equals to the formulation. So this is the formulation to calculate the diagonal of a rectangle. In order to calculate that, we need to have a square root of width to the power of 2 plus height to the power of 2. Okay. And when we are having this output, we are going to calculate its square root, and it is going to give us the diagonal of a rectangle. So in order to compute the diagonal of a rectangle, first we need to have the output of width to the power of 2 plus height to the power of 2, and then have the square root of their summation. So this formula is written in Python like this. So we call this math function and math library, sorry, and then the sqrt function, then width to the power of 2, star 2 means to the power of 2, plus height to the power of 2, star 2, and then the output is assigned to diagonal variable. And finally, using the print function, we are trying to print the output saying that the diagonal of the rectangle is, then I type down the name of the diagonal variable, so it is going to print the output for me. So I type down the width of the rectangle is 10, for example, and the height of the rectangle is, for example, 25, and it calculates the diagonal of the rectangle. It says the diagonal is 26. So this is how we can calculate the diagonal of a rectangle given its width and height using the math library and square root sqrt function and to the power of 2 in Python. Thank you for watching.